And we are live. Welcome back to another episode of the Sports Related Podcast. I'm D Noseball. I'm here with Chris, and we got a post week one takeaways. Chris, what's up, dog?
What's good, fam?
Just
Man,
chilling, just chilling.
hey, I got some stuff I want to talk to you about before we hop into it real quick.
All right, what's up? What's up?
So, I know you complained a little bit about how Adam Silver has added a lot to the NBA with
Mhm.
everything going on. How do you like the new presentation styles that you getting out of NBC, Peacock, Prime? How do you like that and how that's added to it, and then also having Inside the NBA on ESPN?
I like how ESPN did mess up inside the NBA. The Peacock stuff is actually pretty good, especially like the little Jordan insights. Um, I ain't seen a prom game yet,
Okay.
but all in all, the presentation has stepped up. I'm still the blackouts and what having to wait 3 days later on League Pass is absolutely crazy.
For your
I don't
home
have an intent.
crazy.
So that's pretty much all I got for the presentation. What about you?
Bro, I figure NBC would help elevate, and they have done that, especially with the Jordan interviews. They brought player intros back and showing announcing the player intros, things like that. Kind of like how they do it for Sunday Night Football. Like they're just making kind of an event, or it's a special showing. So you can kind of see that in the Knicks Bucks game. So I really like what they've been doing. So I hope that puts pressure on ESPN, to step their game up as far as presentation, analysis, stuff like that, instead of allowing them to be complacent.
Speaking of Knicks Bucks,
So what?
did you catch some of that game? Some of the
Yeah,
Knicks Bucks game?
I caught a little bit of it, not a ton, but I seen down the street. I seen Giannis. He show. Some people said that Giannis was like y'all telling the Knicks that they should have traded for him, and by the way he was playing. And Kyle Kuzma actually stepped up and played a pretty decent role for them. So
Defensively. And it's crazy because we talked about this team. We're gonna get to this later when we do our tier list and some of our takeaways. But we was talking about how the Bucks could potentially be a top 4 seed. Now it's like they could be they top 3 looking. They probably are the third best team in the East.
yeah.
Like just based on what the Magic and Hawks do. We're gonna get into that later. But is anything else happened? Um
They
like
also
some news? Huh.
bringing back the big finals logo for the finals.
Um
Okay. Let me see what else.
Do you like the Jamal Crawford, Reggie Miller, Mike Tirico pairing?
I don't mind it. It hasn't been off putting to me. I like Mike Tirico. He's always solid. So
I like Tirico, but I don't know, man.
I know, yeah, I know you have a problem with Reggie at times.
At times it's like I like Reggie Miller, bro, but and then even Jamal Crawford at times. Mm, uh,
Yeah. Oh.
Carmelo is better than I thought he was gonna be. I could do without Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady.
Okay. Interesting. They got Dirk and Steve Nash and doing Prime like post game analysis. It's like they say inside the NBA or whatever for Prime basically. They got Dirk, Udonis Haslam, Steve Nash, Blake Griffin.
I haven't seen a prom game.
Prime games, I think they on Wednesday or Fridays, I think, something like that, because it can't be on Thursday for Thursday night.
I'll get back to you on that. I gotta tap into prom. I haven't seen a prom NBA game.
Yeah. So it's a little different too, but I thought some people don't like how they got the NBA games everywhere. It's hard. It could be hard to watch or whatever, but it is kind of accessible at the same time. Like who
I
don't
would
got
just I
like
was
who?
just gonna say, yeah, some of these things, it's like, okay, if you ain't got some of this, maybe you're not as big of a sports fan as you probably think. So
Yeah,
um,
exactly.
I'm
Now,
trying to see if if there's any storylines before we get into our main topics.
I,
Perk versus Ja.
oh, I did see a little Twitter finger battle going on with that.
Did Perk make Ja Morant more popular in your opinion?
No, I ain't finna just let Perk take all the credit for like Perk need to chill. I don't know who he think he is. Ja became super big one by dunking and flying in the air. That's what made Ja because he's exciting. He's an exciting watch. And then he translated that off the court doing, his extracurriculars.
When did Kendrick Perk? I'm trying to see.
I don't
Uh-oh.
know when exactly, but even
This
if he
time.
did, like what he's saying, what's he saying that people don't already know? Oh, Ja's gonna be really good in the league. He's a number
But
two pick, bro. What are you doing?
but constantly talking about him on ESPN does help though.
It helps, but I'm not finna say that Perk made me. I'm not finna say that Perk doing anything special, whatever else. He can
Not to
put, yeah.
to say he made him is crazy, but he definitely kept that ball rolling. Just like I'll say JJ Redick, you can't say he made Tyrese Halliburton, but he elevated Tyrese Halliburton. You get what I'm saying? It's like, of
He
course you
put
didn't
them
make
on.
him.
He put them
Yeah,
on.
he
I,
put him on, bro.
that's kind of a point. He'd be having him on the podcast. He'd be talking about him a lot or whatever else. But at the end of the day, you got to get out there and perform. You got to get out there and be exciting. You got to make the people like you.
And that's the only reason why I was like, to say you made him is kind of like, it's crazy. It's kind of like with the Young Thug and Gunna thing. He said, I have made you. Well, God made you, but I helped. It's like, I feel like Perk is having that kind of moment, and it's just like people just don't want to give Perk no props.
Hey, Perk talking about Perk talking about he had I don't fell out with a lot of players for having to keep it real and all this kind of stuff. He said Westbrook and me ain't we don't had a falling out. Me and KD done had man. It's a thing. Well, how do you feel about that? Like being a former player, and they so called is there like two keeping it real, or is it like they not really keeping it real? They just doing too much.
Um, this is my thing. I think a lot of former players, they're they're pro player, and that's cool if these are your legit, genuine, honest opinion. I have a problem when people are holding back because the brotherhood or they trying to keep stuff. Oh, we're former players. They trying to stick together. If Perk is giving his honest, authentic, genuine opinions, that's what I rock with. And if players fall out with him because of that, then they just soft. And I think most athletes, former athletes, they're coddled and they're soft. I'm sorry. They're so used to being. You gotta think about it. These dudes been the best since they played little league to middle school to high school to pros, AAU. They've been coddled. So when somebody says something they don't like, especially one of their peers or former peers, it's like they getting their feelings. But if this how you honestly feel, you should be able to say that. So interesting.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like you should be able to call people out, say this and that, whatever. I think you shouldn't be making it your agenda to make your agenda about certain players or whatever else. Like I don't know. Uh, so we'll see. I don't really care. I mean, as long as I don't want, like you said, I don't want no former players sitting up here coddling or being about the brotherhood. But there's also former players who take advantage of being a former player or whatever and try to like Pat Bev when they get on there he just trying to say whatever or just start whatever just because he has the
Yeah.
platform or whatever else. So that ain't real analysis if you just getting on here just saying whatever just to say it. So it got to be real, it got to be authentic, and give your opinion and criticize guys, but don't be just getting up here criticizing and criticize either.
Yeah, some of this stuff, like you could tell, you can kind of tell, like if you're actually in tune with the game, you can kind of tell when somebody's reaching.
Yeah.
The audio on video that I had, where it kind of actually was doing a couple views with dude, was like, man, y'all don't like sports, y'all just like making content about sport. I was so heated. I was so heated
You
because I'm
seen
like,
you see another comment said that you must be a LeBron fan.
and it's just like, what are we doing here, bro? It, and I did say because I cleared it up in the next video, but it's just like this is what I'm saying because the role player situation. I had to run it by you. You have to hold role players accountable because now with the new CBA or the new second apron, they talking about all this. These role players are important, and they some of them getting $100 million. So if we seen this in the first game, Lakers game, when Rui and DeAndre Ayton combined for 19 points, and Luca give you 40, and Austin Reeves give you 20 plus, it's Rui and Ayton's fault. And then they come back against the Timberwolves. What happened? Luca gave you 40, Reeves gave you 20 plus. Oh, then you got 23 from Rui. Then you got 15 from Ayton. Your third and fourth option actually showed up in hoop. Oh, so I guess I was right. I just feel vindicated. I'm sorry, Chris. I just
Nah, talk your talk. I think that is another thing we gotta do. And like we gotta look at the actual reason why a team is losing a game, and you can't just say, "Oh, the star player he didn't hit the last shot. He flamed out towards the end or whatever." That's part of it. Yes, like you can bring that up, but also there's other guys on that team who get paid to do a job, and if they're not doing that, that don't help nothing. That don't help nobody.
yeah,
People say, "Oh, Luca's a stat pattern because he drops 40 points and they lost and he didn't do." Man, what he's supposed to do
yeah.
when
But
when people not coming through? That's what you. I mean, so yeah, I agree with you. You role play, you get paid.
yes,
You out there for a reason. Like, come on now.
it's just I just had to, you know. Okay, so we ready to get into this post week one tier list.
Yeah,
So, Chris, I appreciate you putting this tier maker together. And how do you want to start this? How do you want to do it?
you want to talk about disappointing teams first, or you want to talk about the give some praise? Start off with some praise.
Uh, let's do this because I honestly don't know how they're kind of shaky right now. But
Hmm.
let's just go and get this out the way. Um, where are some teams? We just don't have to talk about these teams. Where's the Thunder? Okay, there we
Yeah.
go. Yeah, we don't got to. We can get them out the way. We can also do this. Let's get these dudes out the way. You are
Oh,
there. Let's get these dudes out the way. Who else down there with them? I think they might be in a tier of their own. I think Brooklyn is a tier. We'll start here. Let's start from the bottom and work our way up. And
oh
little
my
things,
gosh.
Chris, the Nets are terrible, bro. Like
It's not Cam
directionless.
Thomas's
And
fault.
he ain't helping. You said I seen your first All Star post. Who potentially could be your first All Star? Michael Porter Jr. That's absolutely nasty. You lucky I don't be on IG like that, and I forget to be on social media. That was absolutely disgusting. Michael Porter Jr. is never sniffing no All Star game, especially while he's on the Nets. It's good. Yeah, I'm sorry. The Nets
Man,
is the worst team in the league, bro.
man, I picked him to be an all-star because I figured he averaged about 25, 30 points. That's gonna be a big jump for him. He honestly could get MIP the way his jump his point per game finna jump like that. Like now the wins may not
Bro,
be there, but I thought the
Chris,
wins would at least be mid enough to where he could get in as a 30 point per game scorer potentially.
over or under 7 wins by All Star break.
I'm gonna say over. It's 7 wins, but they may not make it.
Man,
Oh, they
stop.
are this team pretty bad, but they a young team. They got a lot of youth over there. Ben Seraph is one of their starters, bro.
And he's terrible. He's probably the worst starter in the NBA. Ben Simmons is probably literally the worst starter in the NBA. Why do we even name him? That's crazy. Ben Simmons,
That's why I said. I mean, they got some growing pains to go through, but I mean, I just
I think they're directionless. I think abysmal to watch. like even the Wizards. We can get into them next because I do want to ask you: is there any other team that we're putting in D tier, or is there any other team we should consider? We'll get to S tier. Is there any other team we should put in D tier? I think the Nets is standalone. But go ahead.
Respectfully, no, because I have not seen any team. If you, I mean, Pacers haven't won a game either, but they've played hard. I've seen the Brooklyn Nets maybe play hard in one game, make one game kind of competitive. But yeah, I like you said, they are directionless, and they have a long way to go to rebuild or get back to a winning place. I've seen positive things from a lot of other teams. I have not seen much from them.
I wish I can't. Oh, I wish I could slide them all the way over there in D tiers because it's like D tier is like they're worse than D tier, bro. The Brooklyn Nets is just making me egregious. So what's the next worst team that you've seen? I'm not putting the Pacers in D tier just because it's like they're missing guys they wasn't supposed to be missing. They're missing like Nimhard now. They're missing McConnell. It's like they have like I'm still gonna give them a chance. I wouldn't put them in D tier next to the Nets.
Okay. Well, Suns, maybe. I mean, Suns have actually done a little something too
I'll
lately.
just say, like, it's safe to say that the Nets is probably the only D tier team, Chris. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's kind of sad, but I might have to agree with you there.
Okay, let's go to C tier. This is kind of like this is actually a good representation of the league right now because on most nights, all these teams can be semi sort of competitive. You would say,
Yeah,
and done. Here are my nominees: Utah, Washington. Where are you at? New Orleans. New Orleans. Uh, who else? Suns. Is that a good start for this C tier? How we feeling?
I throw the Hornets in there too. Unfortunately,
Oh man, nominating the Hornets. Ah, the Hornets. Yeah, yeah.
they,
Now, huh?
I would say they may be like towards the top of this group, but I feel like they should probably be in this group.
Okay, let's arrange them. Let's talk about this.
Hold on, Tech.
Who's what?
I know they've been going through having some troubles, but this is a team, and especially in one of my takeaways. Boston has not got a win. Boston has looked shaky.
I've been thinking about Boston a lot too because they have a lot of primetime games and they should be getting flexed. I've been thinking about Boston too. You want to do it? Because I'm with it. I ain't gonna lie. You want to do it?
We can do it because I mean, if we just ranking like what's going on right now, I know it's only been a week, but I mean, it's been a week and they ain't got a win yet, and it's not like they don't have no talent. Like
I told you I didn't
they're
trust
just
Boston.
disappointing. They're
I
just pretty
told you I didn't
disappointing.
trust Boston. They don't have no bigs. They have no bigs. Luca Garza, it looks like it hurts for him to run. Like he tries, but like, oh my goodness, Cater, like Josh Minot, like of course this is a C tier team. Like it's crazy.
Golly.
Should we put the Pacers here?
Probably Pacers are like almost for the same reasoning, but they're more hurt than Boston is. So yeah, Pacers probably could go there. I mean, okay, I get some other teams when we get there, but yeah, I think I think this is probably it. Unless you probably want to throw the Kings in there too, maybe.
Did the Kings beat the did they beat OKC today?
Nah,
Yeah, Kings got to come right here too
they
because it was no oh okay yeah they was up when I was watching it then I just was like why
mm,
am I watching this Kings game? It was no Chet, it was no J Dub, and the
yeah,
fact they still lost and they pretty much had everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's safe to put them there. We don't want to put Memphis, Dallas here, Raptors.
See, I was gonna say this too. I was gonna say, low key, Dallas has been disappointing, and they should probably be there.
I'm ready to do it.
And yeah, I'm not like Raptors. Raptors play good, play hard, play well, but they also probably deserve to be there.
Yeah, I'm ready to do it. Now we go arrange them, but
Yeah,
I think C tier because we did say it's not a lot of D tier, but it is a lot of C tier, bro.
yeah, like the way we doing it, like a lot. Some of these teams should be happy that we're not putting them with the Nets.
Yeah, the net. I wish I could put the Nets even further right, but like it's like I don't even want them close to like they in C tier, so it's crazy. But
Now, you may not like this, but should the Magic get some consideration for this?
I'm not gonna do that shit.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that yet because if we do that, then we gotta start thinking about the Grizzlies, and I'm just I I maybe if we do this like every 10 or probably every quarter, so we probably
Yeah,
do this in another 15 games or so. If the
yeah.
Magic are still in that same trajectory, Memphis still in that same trajectory, they could go here. But
Okay.
I feel like this is kind of where we at with C tier. I'm kind of
Yeah.
liking this so far. It's just now we have to kind of arrange them.
All right. Yeah, I agree with you. So I probably have, despite the stuff going, I probably leading the pack. I probably have. Hey, don't call me a homer. I got my Mavericks looking good. They can look good at times. So I probably have the Mavericks in the front. I have the Raptors in the front. I have
Let's start at the back because I think that would be easier for us to agree upon because I'm not feeling what you just said.
okay. All right. In the back, yeah, probably the uh, mm,
It's between the Suns and the Pelicans and the Wizards. I mean,
dang, you don't think the Pelicans.
Pelicans are terrible, bro.
Oh, come on, man.
Pelicans are bad. Now, like these teams all kind of suck. So it's like
Yeah, it's like I said, these teams lucky we being nice and not putting them in
I
detail.
like the Wizards was very feisty. I
Yes.
like Kaishan George. I think Kaishan George is the best player, young player on their team. I think Trey is going to be a microwave. Sar is improving.
Hmm.
Bub Carrington, I'm off him. I don't trust Bub, but whatever. I like the Wizards' direction a little bit, but I still think they possibly might be the worst right
That's fine. They got to win against the Mavericks. They played tough against the 76ers. I think they played tough in a lot of the games. They may be the worst per se, but I think they've actually played pretty well and I think they're going in the right direction.
now. Me too. That's why they in C tier instead of D. We thought they was gonna be D tier. We thought it was good. I kind of told y'all though. I
Hmm.
was kind of like I was a little bit higher on the Wizards than you and Chris were. It was way better than the Nets. I knew the Nets was kind of just the Nets look terrible on paper and it's even worse on court. So I don't think nobody should be near them. But the Wizards might be the second worst team in the league.
You could say that, but you could say that also about the Jazz too. Like you could say that about.
No, Jazz beat the Clippers. The Jazz, who did Jazz beat somebody else the other day? Like you said, if we doing it right now, I can't disrespect the Jazz right now. Laurie Marketing just had 50.
50. Yeah, he's an all-star. Okay. All right.
I could
Yeah,
say because it's like I can literally say I would rather have Utah. I'll put Utah over New Orleans or the Suns right now.
me too.
So it's between them two.
Hey, if you want to put the Pelicans down there too next, I'm okay with that.
Pelicans versus the Suns, bro.
It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad that we haven't. The Pelicans should be better in my opinion.
Should they? I told you about Jordan Poole too. Stats up so I can talk a little bit greasy about him.
Bro, come on.
Jordan Poole,
The first
right?
week, don't do that to him.
Hey, we talking first week, ain't we? Uh, Jordan Poole, 19 a game, 41 from the field, 38 from three. That's not terrible, but
Mm.
it's bad still. Mm-mm. Still think Jordan Poole's ass. But okay, it's between the Pels and the Suns. Who would you go with?
Pels and the Suns. I just think the Pelicans have a better roster overall. But I mean, if you want to give it to the Suns, you can. I'd probably put the Suns as the next one. That's
Hmm. Are the Suns worse than the Pelicans? I low-key do think the Pelicans have a better roster. I'll put the Suns second.
Pelicans have a better roster. They just haven't won nothing. So like, is it fair to do that? But
Yeah. So is it safe to put the Pelicans third right here?
yeah,
Now, we gonna have to have these arguments. Do you think the Jazz are better than any of these teams left?
you can make the argument that they are better. I mean, you could say they're better than the Kings. I mean, you could say they're better than the Hornets. Pacers too, probably. I guess.
But are you saying that? Would you say that?
If I'm projecting where the Jazz finish at the end of this year, it's not ahead of a lot of those teams. But if we're talking right now, I have to give them a little bit more respect. So I put them ahead of the Kings. I put
Okay.
them ahead of the Hornets. I put them ahead of the Pacers as well. I mean, by that logic, I mean Boston does not have a win.
It's kind of still you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
But they play tougher teams or whatever. Like I still give it to. I still give
Wait a
Boston
minute.
grace. I
Let me
give.
see. Let me see who the Jazz beat before I get talking too crazy. Um, let me see. The Jazz have beat.
He beat the
Uh,
Clippers and the Trailblazers. And
so they beat the Blazers,
no, I mean they beat
the
the
Suns,
my
the
bad.
Suns and the Clippers. They beat the Suns and the Clippers. They
Yeah.
lost to the Kings.
Mm, they did lose to the Kings, so
Hmm.
Kings had to play. I mean, Kings should have won against the Thunder though.
Who we thinking? I'm thinking personally, this is a good spot for the Jazz personally,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
it's a good spot for the Jazz, bro.
Okay.
Um, Now
Jazz, Hornets, probably for me.
I low key think the Hornets are still better than the Kings. Me personally,
You think
the
the Hornets?
Kings fucking suck. The
Dude,
Hornets only lost one game. No, they lost two.
they lost to Kings. Have still have a combination of a lot of good talent. I mean, you got Levine, you got DeRozan, you got Sabonis, you got Westbrook and Schroeder out there in your backcourt. Westbrook finally got to start. Boy, Westbrook knocking down them threes now.
I'm hearing you out. I'm hearing you out.
Kings have had to play the Lakers. They've had to play. I mean, they played the Thunder. I know the Thunder were missing
Yeah,
some guys, and they probably should have got that win. But Kings have kind of had to play some people.
the Hornets still is like
Hornets are good for sure. Like I've seen LaMelo put that backpack on.
I think they have a better functional team roster wise than the Kings. Like I think the Hornets at their absolute best versus the Kings at their absolute best. Kings, you would say, but as a team makeup, I'd rather have the Hornets, bro. And the Hornets they're 2-2. The Kings are 1-3. Like
Okay,
I'd rather have I think the Hornets are better. I'm
all right,
sorry, Kings.
that's fine.
They
That's
say
fine.
that the Hornets would be right behind you though. I got the Hornets right there, and then I think this is a good place to put the Raptors as well. Or do you want to talk about Raptors, Pacers, Celtics?
I think right now the Raptors are actually better than the Pacers.
I'm not opposed to it because the Pacers they just kind of don't have anybody, and
Yeah,
the Raptors jumped out with a good win against Atlanta.
they got a good win against Atlanta. Who I don't know if Atlanta has won.
Atlanta beat Orlando.
Oh, that's right. That's right. My bad.
Oh,
They're gonna be at the bottom of this next tier.
I was just gonna say them dudes gonna be a spot on that next two, but
Yeah, I'm cool with putting Raptors ahead of Pacers as well.
yeah,
Pacers.
because Pacers don't have a win, so I got to put them there and right next to them. And then
Yeah.
Boston, and you was right. Mavericks best at this tier. We just had to. I like that we talked through it. I like that we talked through that.
Now switch,
Okay,
switch Pacers and Raptors real quick. At least for me.
Pacers versus Raptors. Win one game. Pacers haven't won a game. Okay, yeah. Okay, I like it. I'm cool with that.
That's me. Yeah, but yeah, that's how I like it. Okay.
Okay, of course, this next tier, I'm going here. I'm going because we gonna have to shuffle this anyway. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going here, here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting crazy. I'm going here.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm going here.
Heat or at Pistons.
I was just gonna say, yeah. I was just gonna say that I'm not with the
Ooh.
Rockets is not A tier, bro. Rockets
Ooh.
not A tier, bro. Clippers.
They're not A tier, yeah.
Oh
They
yeah, they're not A tier.
oh they just gonna sneak up in there.
Yeah, nah, yeah, no. How we feel about the Timberwolves? I feel like
Like they
hmm,
I like them. They played the Warriors today, and they beat the Nuggets or did they lose to the Nuggets? I don't think they got the Nuggets.
nah, they didn't beat the Nuggets, but they fought. They
They
fought without the end.
they lost to the Lakers.
Hmm.
Uh, they played the Warriors today. They lost to the Nuggets. They got wins over I believe that was Pistons. Who was that?
Let me make sure. Let me find them. Because for some reason it's like benefit of the doubt. It's like a
Yeah,
one of them things. Just
yeah, right. Now,
because
that's how we doing them.
because they have they 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 fought and lost to the Nuggets. They beat the Pacers. They lost to the Lakers though. Barely beat the Blazers.
The Blazers. That's who it was. My bad. Yeah.
So they got wins over the Blazers and the Pacers, but they lost by 18 to the Lakers. Lost by double digits to the Nuggets. Mm, I don't feel I don't feel comfortable having them next to these other teams. So I
Dang.
I think that is
Dang.
yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I don't want the. I think the Heat had played like an
The Heat to play like a what?
A tier team, bro. I'm sorry,
You
say
really
again.
think
Yeah,
so? Okay.
the Heat been balling
They've been balling.
with or without, and it don't matter who they play. They beat a healthy Magic team. They beat a healthy Hawks team. Um, I like what they've been doing, bro. They beat the hell out the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
They beat the Knicks.
Yeah.
Destroyed the. Nah, yeah. Stop
Okay.
it. Don't
Okay.
disrespect the Heat.
All right.
So okay, now let's order B tier. The worst team in B tier. I'm still going Memphis, bro.
Yeah.
Or
That's okay.
no, Portland. Portland or Memphis. How we feel?
It should probably be Portland, but I'm gonna give Portland. I like what Portland's been doing a little more than Memphis.
Do we? Do we?
I don't.
Okay, okay.
I don't know. Like,
So they are Memphis. They got destroyed by the Warriors. They beat the Pacers. Got destroyed by the Heat. Beat the Pelicans. So they got wins over the Pelicans and Pacers. And then against competent teams, they got absolutely blew out.
it's like
Now, huh,
I don't like that.
huh,
I don't. Yeah, I just don't like that. I've seen the Blazers at least go toe to toe with the Timberwolves, who I think is a good defensive team.
okay,
And you said one of their problems would be scoring. Avia has tried to put that on his back.
okay. So I do. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so the Blazers barely lost to the Wolves. Close game with the Clippers, but they lost. They beat the Lakers. Okay, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Maybe the Lakers know Luca, but they still beat him.
Yeah, you're right. I'll put them in. Okay, okay. So because it's kind of like, do we think the Magic will get it together? Do we still like what the Hawks are doing, even though because they have been unhealthy. Like Porzingis already missed some games, Richey already missed some games.
Yeah,
So it's we giving them the benefit of the doubt. Same thing with the Lakers can be said.
yeah.
Um, Clippers, I think Clippers is not that good. Detroit has been relatively healthy because they didn't have Ivy last year anyway.
Hmm.
So are they just regressing? How we feeling?
It's like, yeah, I can't tell if Detroit's regressing. All they've really done so far is they haven't done a ton so far. I mean, they beat Celtics, which is like cool, I guess, and then Rockets. I mean, that's a good win. That's a pretty good win, a tough
Hmm.
win. So, I mean, Pistons are okay. I think they could be a little better. I don't like them losing to. I mean, in my opinion, what a proud moment is the Bulls being up here like that, but and showing the grit that they've been showing. So,
I was
um,
telling y'all about them too. I said, hey man, they was coming last year. Like they man, I would tell it, bro. I was really on some of these teams. But
I was telling you about Modest.
he's been one of the guys that hasn't been doing it.
Man, he doing enough.
Uh, we'll get to them. Okay. So how we feeling right here? Because the standings, we can look at the standings. So
Yeah, if we want to go by standings, we got we, we gotta put Atlanta a little down there, but
Orlando and Atlanta.
yeah. But it's like we expect more out of those teams, so it's hard to really put them down there like that.
Who do we really think is the third worst team right? I'm trying to feel like um I think what the Bulls are doing is kind of real, bro.
That's what I'm
So
saying. Like people will say, "Oh, should the I mean the Bulls are winning, but like does that mean anything?" I mean, I think they are playing a good brand of basketball and they're winning important games. Like they're not beating nobody. They're like they're playing good basketball.
And
So I
they've kept the momentum from what they were doing towards the end of last year.
yeah,
So I like stuff like that.
yeah. So I'm not going to discredit them and put them as a third worst team and they have shown me nothing to believe that to not to yeah, earn that. So realistically, I'm low key eyeing. Uh,
It might be the Magic, bro, or is it the Clippers?
I'd put the Clippers, Magic, or Hawks in that spot. It's me personally.
The Clippers have 2 wins, but who the hell have they beat? Clippers have beat. So they beaten Phoenix and Portland, but that's not really moving me. They got destroyed by the Jazz, so
Let's slide the Clippers down there.
and they old as
They're
hell.
all-
Like they don't have the ceiling that some of these other teams might end up having.
That's true. Yeah, like if for them to be a veteran team like that, they shouldn't be. Come on, they should be off to a better. You know.
Mm,
Anyway, yeah.
Now it's like after the Clippers, like you got the Pistons, Magic, Rockets, Lakers, Hawks.
That's where I think it is. I mean,
Ah, Detroit, man, Detroit, bro. They did beat the Rockets.
yeah, yeah, tough
They
gritty.
lost. They lost to the Bulls, who's undefeated.
Like
Are we just being too hard on the Pistons?
we could be being too hard on the Pistons, but we did have expectations for the Pistons too. Like if you were, I would ask you who's that start the season off 4-0, the Bulls or the Pistons. You would have told me the Pistons.
But then also you can say the same thing about the Rockets, and they beat them.
Yeah, I'm really honestly okay with moving Hawks or Magic down there, even though I expect more from them. Um, I know the Magic are implementing a new piece in Desmond Bain, and he's supposed to help their shooting and everything, but they should not be losing games, in my opinion.
So the Magic have lost to the Heat, which we've seen is a good team. They lost to the Hawks, who were supposed to be a good team. Bulls undefeated. 76ers a good team. They ain't lost to no scrubs.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, that is true.
So I kind of put that into play too. Now
Hmm.
that we actually see how the season is going, Heat is good. The Hawks have potential. Bulls, we've seen they're good. 76ers looking like one of the best teams in the league.
These are
Uh,
good teams, but I expect Magic to be one of them good teams. I didn't. I expected
that's a
Magic
fact.
here.
But the Rockets, who have the Rockets lost to? Okay, let me see.
Thunder. They lost to the Thunder. They lost to the Pistons.
Okay,
So
so the Rockets pretty much the same boat. They lost
Pistons.
to Pistons. They only got one win is against the Nets. Like, what we doing here, dog? They were damn near supposed to be a contender. So
Yeah, they supposed to be an A tier.
it's up to you.
Uh, I dropped the Rockets.
The Rockets.
I dropped the Rockets. The
And I'll
Mag.
put the Magic.
Yeah,
I don't know. Rockets.
Magic. I
The
say
Timberwolves,
honestly,
Hawks.
I know Hawks are struggling with some injuries and stuff like that. Um, so I think the Lakers, they obviously they have injuries too. Luca's out; he missed some games. Austin Reeves did step up and look good. Aiden's been, for the most part, solid. Um, I think JJ Redick has been coaching pretty well, and they had like nine players available like the other day. Like that's my problem with them. So their little injury hit by the injury bug, but they've been carried by some of their two exciting whites. So,
Yeah, that's funny.
so I'm cool with putting either Lakers or Hawks next, and then the Lakers did beat the Timberwolves, but they don't have Luca now, and Timberwolves don't have Ant anymore for at least 2 weeks. So um, this is tough, but I probably, if you want, we can drop. We can put, obviously we'll probably have the Bulls finishing first. We can drop Hawks to after Orlando.
Hmm.
You want to leave it like this, or do you want to split Minnesota?
Low key, because this is what I'm thinking about. If we get the Lakers we seen against the Timberwolves more consistently with a healthy Luka, yeah, I'll leave it like this.
Okay.
Because when Aiden does what he's supposed to do, Rui does what he's supposed to do, Reeves has won game.
Mhm.
So I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this.
Okay.
Bulls have earned that number one spot and beat you. They've
Yeah,
earned it.
I cannot fault them for doing. I can't fault them for winning games and playing and doing what they doing. Like just because they have that stigma of being the Bulls recently.
Okay. Now this is of course here, and then we go. Of course, we go arrange them. Uh, yeah. Uh, first, let me ask this question: do you think any of these teams should be in B tier? Just honest, truth, right now.
I don't know why. I just Miami, this
Wow, that's not what I expected. To be honest.
Miami deserves it. Miami deserves it to be an A tier. It just don't look right because I didn't have them expect them to be doing this before the season. But we not before the season. We in the season right now, so I have to give them some respect.
I think Miami's probably a level above all the teams we've seen so far in B tier though.
Yeah, so I can't do that to them.
They kicked like a couple of these teams' asses already. Like blew them out.
Yeah, I can't do that. Uh, Fortunately, I try to find an excuse to move the Warriors down or even the Cavs. I mean, they have not looked like the dominant Cavs this year. Like if we were really doing this, how the Cavs should have been in S tier. That's how it should have been, but they're not.
Say the same thing about the Knicks too though.
Yeah, you couldn't say the same thing about the Knicks too.
And
It's
my
just
thing is, it's just like the S tier. You could say Denver probably could be an A tier. You if you wanted to say that.
yeah,
So it's like we could think about that as well. Maybe OKC is in a tier by themselves, but we get to that. What's the worst team in A tier? Can we say the Sixers, Bucks, Heat?
I'd probably go Bucks, but
You think the Bucks
I don't know.
are
It's
worse than the 76ers?
Bro, 76ers have been playing good basketball
Man, they just had a
even without their MVP.
man, they just had a close call with the Wizards.
I know, but we've established that the Wizards play tough.
Let me look at this. Let's look at this. So the 76ers, they beating them.
They haven't
So they beat
lost.
the Wizards, they beat the Magic, they beat the Celtics. They're undefeated. Hmm. Okay. Let's see what the Heat. We already did this, but let's look at it again. Because the Heat. Okay. So the Heat have beaten. So they beat the Magic. They blew out the Grizzlies. They beat the Knicks. They blew out the Hornets. Let's see what the Bucks have done. The Bucks. And see, I was so looking forward to the Cavs Bucks game, but they didn't
Mhm.
have Kuzma, they didn't have KPJ.
Yeah.
I don't even think they had Cole Anthony, and they still only lost by 5.
Re-
So,
Really, you could say the worst team in this joint is the Knicks. You could also say that about the potentially about the Warriors. I know you probably are desperate to say that about the Warriors. Um,
mm,
I would say the Knicks or the Warriors. Knicks have been a little disappointing at times, but they have dealt with injuries. I mean, Cat didn't play some games. In general, like it just depends on what you're going for. But
I,
I
I,
don't think I don't think they've beaten like they beat some of the top tier teams, but they've also gotten beat by some of the better teams in the league. So they just haven't been like head over heels over them. I would say the I would say Bucks have probably beaten pretty good teams. Cavs have beaten good teams outside of the Knicks. So
um, realistically speaking, I probably would do something like this, like the Warriors, then the Knicks.
mm-hmm.
Uh, but realistically speaking, in the 76ers,
Yeah.
uh, man, the Spurs have looked dominant. I mean,
Yeah, Spurs have looked dominant. You know that, and you know we got a good matchup coming up with the Spurs and the Heat.
that's a great matchup. I'm glad you brought it up. I would honestly do something. It looks crazy, but I would do something like that, bro.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at this.
Okay, because I want to talk through this a little bit.
Okay, go ahead. But the
I
Heat look
think the war,
crazy. The Heat look crazy. I'm sorry, the Heat look crazy being up there that high. I
the
really,
Heat,
I really put, I
they just blew out the Hornets. No Norman Powell. It's like whoever's in and out they lineup, they still kicking ass. They even had Tyler Hero for not one game.
has Cleveland had Darius Garland?
No, but they also haven't looked as dark. The Heat already have 2 blowouts on their resume.
I mean, it's easy to get a blowout against some of them C tier teams.
They blowing out B tier team.
Yeah,
They blew out the Grizzlies. Um, it's on you though. It's on you. Cause I mean,
out of respect,
the
I probably
Spurs might, the Spurs might,
yeah, I
the
probably
Spurs might be at the top of 8 tier. Then I'm gonna do something like this. But then it's like, if you wanted to do that, does that make you feel a little bit better?
that's how I like it personally.
I
And
honestly would probably do this too.
and the
I
Bucks,
honestly,
yeah. But that's also with some projections in there. But the
yeah.
Heat have looked good. I'm not gonna just act like the Heat don't deserve it.
The fact they, yeah, the fact that they in 8 tier in itself is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So realistically, this is, I honestly probably would do something like this though. Like
Mm.
the Knicks have not looked kicking ass. It's like, do I trust them long term? But right now,
Mm-hmm.
the Knicks should just be happy they in eighth year. They're 500.
Yeah,
I I'm pretty sure every other team in eighth year has a winning record. Am I? Let me make sure.
I believe that's right. Yeah, I think every other team is at least 3-1.
So let me check. So yeah. So Philly's undefeated. OKC is undefeated. San Antonio is undefeated. Chicago's undefeated. Golden State's 3-1. Miami's 3-1. Cleveland's 3-1. Milwaukee's 3-1.
Mm,
So yeah, the fact that the Knicks is still even up here.
yeah,
Same. So okay, this is the question: do you want to drop the Nuggets down?
I don't want to drop the Nuggets down. I do think they're just a team ahead. I think they beat all these teams, and maybe not handily, but I do think they can beat all these teams pretty fine. So I'm okay with leaving them in S tier. I do think OKC's probably almost in. They're like almost in that tier of their own. They're just about almost in that tier of their own. So maybe it would be better to leave them in the tier of their own and drop the Nuggets, but I also think the Nuggets are kind of ahead of all these teams as well.
Who did
So
Nuggets lose to? You remember? Let me see. Because they are 2-1, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So let me make
lost
sure.
to the Warriors.
Hmm,
Okay, yeah,
They
I'm
got
sorry.
blew out.
Yeah,
To,
yeah, blew out.
did they get blew out by the Warriors?
Game that went to overtime
Oh, the
and
overtime game. No,
Aaron Gordon dropped 50.
so yeah, that's low key. I ain't gonna say that's kind of fluke because didn't Curry go for like 40 or something like that?
Yeah, Curry went off.
Mm. So it's like Jokic was 8 for
As a
23.
Jokic had a bad game for his standards.
Terrible. That's a bad game for anybody. Seems 8 for 23 is terrible.
I'm talking about the other stuff
Okay.
outside the
He was
scoring.
the reason they. He was the reason they lost, bro. Because you did have a vintage Jamal Murray game, and then you had a Aaron Gordon played out his mind.
You can't lose a game where he hits 10 of 11 threes.
Yeah,
You
no, no, no.
just can't lose that kind of game. So, I mean, if you want to do something, judge them based off that one loss, then maybe you can say they're just ahead of all those teams.
And
But I don't know. I just like the Nuggets roster and how their team is built, so that's why I have them up there.
they
But
only beat the Suns and the Antlers Timberwolves, so
we can move them down. I wouldn't be mad at it.
I'll low key because the Spurs real big. It's like they've looked so crap. They kind of even made me kind of look at them like,
You want to
hmm.
move the Spurs up?
I'm trying to look at it. Let me see. Let me see.
Spurs beat the Mavericks. They beat
The Pelicans. They beat the
Pelicans.
Nets. The Raptors. Nah, it's not time. They
Okay.
ain't beat nobody worth nothing yet.
Let me see how they do against Miami. Let me see how they do.
Yeah, facts. So
We'll revisit this on the next quarter or whatever. But yeah, if you want to have Nuggets come down, I'm not mad at it. If you want to have
I think this is out of respect because no Chet, no Jada down early to Sacramento, still just finding ways to win.
mhm.
Um, I don't know if Denver is in the story as OKC. I think OKC, knowing they got the target on their back, all the injuries they dealt with, for them still to be undefeated,
Yeah.
I like it.
They barely undefeated, but they undefeated.
Bro, they didn't have J Dub or Chet tonight. a clear
Say they almost lost to the Pacers. They almost lost to the Rockets.
hey, if was a fifth, the fact that they are still just pulling out these games.
Yeah, I can't hate on them for that.
So was we satisfied with this, or do you?
I think I'm satisfied with this. The only thing that look some people might find it crazy is that we got the Bulls at 3-1 in B tier and the Knicks at 2-2 in A tier. But I understand why we did that. I feel like at the end of the day, the Knicks probably are ahead of them, and the Bulls still got a little ways. They got to show me to really earn that next jump.
I was just gonna say the fact that we got the Bulls over the Lakers, the Lakers, Timberwolves, the Hawks, and the Magic, Rockets, and Pistons and Clippers.
Yeah,
That's enough for them. Them
yeah,
being the top of B tier should be enough for them.
yeah. Because realistically, yeah, they should probably be third in B tier if we being like
Yeah,
truthful. But I mean, I can't discredit what they've been winning, and I'm gonna give it to them for at least for this initial one. As I continue going on with this, I'm gonna add more projection in. I'm gonna add more. What have you done for me
yeah,
lately as well? So we'll see.
yeah. So that wraps up our tier list, man. So let us know.
Let us know where we went wrong. What you think? I'm gonna defend. I'm gonna defend what I stand on. So
Yeah. Okay, so now we just got three takeaways apiece. We go do round robin style. I'll let you start, then me, then you. You know how that goes. So takeaways. I'll let you go first. Post
we
week one takeaways. Go ahead. My bad.
we going to Wemby. And that's all I had. That's all I wrote down was Wemby. My goodness. I'm sure you probably had that in one of yours, or you it's a point of contention
I
in
knew
yours.
you was gonna do it. I knew you was gonna do it, so I ain't put it. I don't got it.
Yeah. My goodness, man. I mean, what kind of
33-13. That's we can start there.
every night he's doing something ridiculous, and I be hating on it, Loki. Like, y'all, I was watching the first game. I was watching that Mavericks game. I got up and left. I went to bed at halftime. I was sick of it. I can't watch this 7-5 demon dribbling on, doing all this mess on my team like this, and making Lively look silly. And bro, nah, I'm not finna watch him playground my team like that. I went to sleep.
I think what made that so impressive, and I couldn't even go to sleep. I had to just, you know what I'm saying, grin and bear it. I think what made that so impressive was this had to be the best potential defensive front court that's built to play against the wind. You
Yeah,
got Derek Lively, you got Anthony Davis, you got PJ, you got Cooper Flag. I can't think of a foursome defensively that's better than that. Four guys to put on Wemby or to switch on Wemby at times, to be around Wemby. I can't think of a better defensive front court than that. You said maybe Cleveland, but you got two guys outside of Mobley and Allen. Everybody else is food. Uh, yeah. Who else?
Hunter,
Who?
DeAndre Hunter.
Stop it. 6'7". I'm talking about these dudes like PJ. What 6'8". Cooper Flag 6'9", Lively a 7-footer, AD damn
Gafford too when he
near
get
7
back.
foot. There's no quartet. He just absolutely cooked one of the best defensive front courts. We said the Mavericks had the best front court in the league. Cooked them immediately. Embarrassed Anthony Davis. So I feel like that was the most impressive thing because their other wins wasn't that they beat up on the Pelicans. Who else they beat up on?
Raptors, I
The
believe.
Raptors. Yeah, they beat the Raptors. So it's like
Yeah,
it was the Mavericks because of going up against the best group of bigs potentially in the league. So yeah, Wemby 33-14. That's crazy. Blocks all everywhere. Impact defensively, it's been crazy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Dude hitting spin moves behind the backs, step backs, like it's like, how do you stop this dude unless he missing shots himself? That's what it's really coming down to. But um, we're gonna see how you continue to criticize and judge him.
I still don't like the MVP talks. I don't like the best player in the league talks because it's like, bro, come on, bro. Dude still ain't played in a play-in game. Damn, like, come on, man. We can't just elevate him, especially after we seen what Giannis has done.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna have to take the Spurs and make sure they get to the playoffs, and that'll really help me believe in the best player in the world, MVP, DPOY. Like, I need to see him elevate this team, which so far he's done. I mean, he does have good more talent around him. He has a lot of talent around him, and that's why I don't feel like he should have really any excuses not to get this team anywhere.
Yeah.
He has a ton of talent around him, in my opinion. And I don't want to hear anybody, oh, they're young. They're still, nah, bro. He has talent. He has a lot of good talent around him now.
Dylan Harper damn near is in the conversation for six man of the year as a rookie. He's been one of the best six men in the league. People ain't paying attention. He's averaging like 16 points.
Yeah,
So I think the team is good. I think he's good, but the schedule's also been food. So they
yeah,
got the Bulls coming up. They got the Heat coming up. They got the Warriors coming up. So over the next 10 games or so, we'll really be able to see where he's at. But
yeah,
we'll know more then. But Wemby right now is definitely a top 10 player in the league. That's safe. Um, but I want to just slow down on the best player in the league. That's all. The EVP talk, slow down on it too.
yeah,
But he's reaching that height. Like he's there. He's there. But now it's okay, get to the playoffs. Okay, have you a series. We still have to do that. Sorry guys.
yeah. I I could say Lamelo Ball is the best point guard in the league, but unfortunately, I haven't got to give him in a playoff series to really for him to really take that title. So,
Mm.
or play enough games as well. But you know what I'm saying.
So okay, so your takeaway was Wemby. And I concede. I told you I can't. I said, hey, bro, the way he cooked Dallas, and that was a legit front court defensively. So the way he cooked us in fucking 30, but they 30 balled us at home. It's crazy. That was crazy. So
Yeah.
I conceded. Um, I did want to get to my takeaway
Okay.
because I got a few. So which one do I want to go with first? I was thinking this one, Chris. Um, 76ers just won, so I'm gonna go with the 76ers. The 76ers will have they will have potentially the best three guard lineup when everybody's fully healthy. I think the three guard lineup because that's where everybody's going to, especially in the East. Tyrese Maxey is my takeaway is 76ers. They, I think I could put Tyrese Maxey right with the Brunsons, right with the Donovan Mitchells, bro.
He's entering that territory for sure.
Just he just closed out the Wizards. They then came back from like 17, 18 down in the fourth. Tyrese Maxey had like 39. Yes, like going crazy.
Hey man, let me add something to this.
Okay.
Since you failed to acknowledge him, and since you called me crazy about being hyping this man up, they could have the best four guard lineup. Throw my boy Quentin Grimes up in there.
Quentin Grimes. Quentin
Don't you
Grimes.
forget to speak on his name. And I'm sick that the Mavericks decided that Caleb Martin will. You know how much better the Mavericks will be with Quentin Grimes on this team.
Yeah, that's egregious. I'll throw Quentin Grimes in there.
And
Yeah,
it's
you're right.
be off, bro. I'm so sick of this.
Quint, Quentin
Anyways,
Grimes has been hooping, bro.
yeah,
Um,
it's yeah.
thing though with the 76ers though, the backcourt, they probably could the four guys. You
Mm-hmm.
have Maxi, VJ, McCain, and Quentin Grimes. That's probably the best backcourt in the league. Foursome, if you do the
Yeah.
foursome. Uh, my question is, what we doing with Embiid and Paul George? Are we just riding it out, or are we trying to make some moves? Where are we going here? Because the Maxi and VJ Grimes McCain stuff is real.
Yeah, like if I understand how the 76ers Daryl Morey he tried to what he thought could have happened with this team. If Paul George plays like he's supposed to play, he don't got to play like no MVP candidate, but he can play like Paul George a little bit. And then Embiid plays like Embiid and MVP. Like this team should be unstoppable in the East. It should be them head over heels. But when you have the two guys that you're paying the most money, I understand Embiid is hurt, and that's mostly his problem. But it's just when stuff like that is going on, and Embiid is missing games, and then when he comes back, he's not looking the same, and he wants to claim it's because he doesn't get the minutes that he wants, and then Paul George is just stinking up the joint because he's Paul George. It's annoying. It would feel it holds your team back because you're paying them all the money in the world.
I think with the three guard lineups, I don't even think there's a place for Paul George to be honest. Like unless they put him at the four, but I like the fours they've been playing. Like Jabari Walker's, Watford just has came back. It's they don't play Oubre at the four,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I don't even see where Paul George fits in unless he just is standing in a corner somewhere. But
It's like you're not taking the ball out of Maxi's hands more, are you?
no,
I mean, and VJ clearly shows that he's capable. He's a capable scorer. Like he's almost stepped in and been what Paul George was supposed to be.
he has filled that role for sure.
So yeah, like you said, it does make you look like Paul. What are you here for then?
And I'm playing Quinn Grimes over Paul George.
Yeah,
Are we sure Paul George plays over Justin Edwards? No, I ain't gonna do that. But
nah,
I don't know. I feel like Embiid and Paul George, they in the same situation as the Mavericks with Anthony Davis and Kyrie. It's like, yeah, y'all some names, but these young guys I kind of rather see them. So I think that's something to monitor with 76ers. But my standout thing is Maxi and VJ Edgecombe. Like they've been averaging around like 50 so points combined. They had a 69-point game combined against the Magic. I think they damn near combined for 70.
yeah,
Their first game, who's that? Boston, I think. Yeah.
yeah,
So, man, I build around that backcourt, that three guard lineups. I think
yeah.
that's the future of the 76ers. Okay, what's your next takeaway?
Speaking of VJ, I just want to say that I think one this rookie class is off to a hot start, and that's my second point.
Go ahead. Okay.
That's my second point. This rookie class is off to a hot start, and I don't care that Cooper Flag had his little 1-9 game. Whatever. It sucks that he did that when I'm trying to make this point. But outside of that, Cooper Flag has looked great. They're literally playing him at point guard. They're playing him in a position he really shouldn't be playing, but it'll help him going forward.
Cooper
Whatever.
Flag has looked great.
Man, he can do some good. He can do some great. You can clearly see he will be a great player. That's what I'm saying. He's the youngest dude to get 25-5. He's the youngest. He's literally the youngest player in the league. He's the youngest basketball player in the National Basketball Association. He should be back at Duke for his first year right now. That's what
I'll
he is.
give you that.
Very. You
But
can tell he'll be very good.
but your take is this rookie class. Is he even front runner for rookie of the year still to you right now?
Man, I stamp that joint. My boy is winning Rookie of the Year. You can stamp it. You can stamp it.
I think it's almost certain that if
Dil-
I
Dil-
had to go Cooper Flag versus the field, I'm taking the field, bro.
you wrong for
For
that.
rookie of the year.
Dylan Harper's in the league right now. Okay, maybe this is me being a Mavericks fan. Maybe this is also me thinking he's still going to be the best player regardless. I understand he doesn't have the same opportunities like other rookies would have. The league guards on their team, whatever else. VJ Edgecombe get all the shots and stuff he want outside of Maxi.
Coop could get all the shots he wants. He can make them.
Man, I see
I
him
ain't gonna
hit.
say he almost saved the Wizards game,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
but Anthony Davis absolutely sabotaged that game.
Hey,
Four quarters, bro. The way Desmond Baines looked in so many fourth quarters, anything goes wrong in the fourth quarter, bro, I don't know, bro.
yeah. So, but let me also speak on some other guys. Colin Canuppos look great, and you
I
don't
can
want to
see.
speak on that.
I can see. Go
Concede on
ahead,
that.
keep going.
But you also, I'll give you this. Cockburner has been great, a great pick for them, and he fits so nicely in there. And you said that perfectly, so I will give you that. Ace Bailey, when he finally gets to play, he'll be fine. But Trey Johnson has looked great. He's looked
Microwave.
fantastic. Oh my goodness. He just get in there and he get that ball through the hoop. He can clearly tell that he will be perfect for them. Obviously, VJ Edgecombe goes without mention. He's been great for the 76ers. I just think the top six, five picks or whatever have, I think they all have potential to be very good in this league. And so I'm very high on this rookie class going in so far. And then there's a lot of other guys that are doing good. Cedric Tillman's playing well over there for
Such a
the
coward.
Coward. My bad. I said Tillman like this is football.
You
Yeah, he's been playing great for Memphis as well. Like, there's a lot of guys in this rookie class that have been showing up and showing out and really earning their minutes. So
did not. This rookie class has been going crazy. Shout out Colin Murray Boyles. I think
yeah,
his first game, because he'd been hurt, he had like 19 points.
hmm
Um, who else has been good rookies? Even Ryan Nimhard to be like
yeah.
a what was he, like the 40th pick? Was he undrafted? Something like
I
that.
don't know if he was picked. I
So
don't.
for him, he cracked the rotation for the Mavericks.
He first game he was taking Hardy's minutes.
You see what I'm saying? So shout out to that. This has been a deep class. It's been very good at the top. Yeah, nah, this rookie class. I'm glad you brought them up. And if we doing Cooper Flag versus the field, this rookie class has been so good. I'm taking the field. There's no knock to Cooper Flag, but that's how good. Like I said, I think Dylan Harper damn near is in the top 3 to 5 for off six man
Six,
of the year.
yeah, Dylan Harper's been great, and people are talking about they should never got Fox, but they didn't know they was gonna get the second pick.
In the era of 3 guard lineups, I mean,
Yeah, I don't think it matters anyway. Those dudes are like 6'5",
and they
six.
were huge.
Yeah, they're huge, so it doesn't really matter. The only thing is like, can the spacing work with Castle not being able to shoot as well? So, but regardless, I think it's fine. So I don't think they got to move off Fox or move off one of them just immediately. Like, let it play out and let's see how it works at least for a bit.
So give me your top 3 rookie of the year candidates right now. I'm gonna give you mine real quick because I got VJ, Harper, and Flag.
Mine's probably the same. I mean, yeah, VJ Harper Flag, but you can throw Trey Johnson over. You want to throw Trey Johnson over Flag? No, I'm not doing that either. But those are probably my three too as well. So
Trey's an honorable mention. Coward is an honorable mention.
hmm
Three is pretty much solidified.
yeah,
Mm.
but yeah, Con Canupa, will he be like a star? No, but he's a very six pick overall. I mean, it'll be. I think he's very good. I think he's fitting in very nicely. He can shoot, and you didn't think he would be able to shoot. He's been shooting pretty well.
Sure.
That's
Mm.
what. But anyway,
I ain't got nothing against Colin Campbell. He's stepped up, especially since Brandon Miller's got hurt.
yeah,
But he was starting at the beginning of the year, Colin Campbell. Then he
mhm,
lost a spot to Colin Sexton.
yeah,
Then Brandon Miller got hurt, so he's starting again. But he has stepped up when he starts starting again. So
yeah.
yeah, that's all you gonna get from me, Con. Okay, my second takeaway is the Chicago Bulls are real. So I think Chicago Bulls, literally, as we speak right now, if you go to the standings on NBA.com, I think they're the number one team in the NBA, standings wise. If I'm not mistaken, unless they updated it. The
They're not.
Chicago Bulls are undefeated. Let me see who they got. Let me see at the standings. Oh, Philly has overtook
Really.
them.
Yeah.
So Philly won, Chicago number 2. So Chicago is undefeated. They beat the Hawks, who's projected a top 5 team. They beat the Magic, who projected the top 5 team in the East. So I think what they're doing is real. They kept the momentum going from last year. Io DeSumo is going to be in the running for Six Man of the Year. Io DeSumo has closed out and hit big threes in the Magic game. He's hit big threes in the Hawks game. So I like what I've seen there. Vucevic, 20, he's 21 and 11. Josh Giddey has been playing defense. I think they had 8 players in double figures against the Hawks in their win.
Yeah.
I just like everything that's been going on with the Chicago Bulls, and I feel like they like each other, great chemistry, and I think it's real. So that's my takeaway. Chicago Bulls are real, and they will make the playoffs.
Why you ain't mentioning their rookie Noah Singe?
He ain't got off the bench.
All right. Anyways, yeah, I agree with you there. Like, yeah, Chicago Bulls, like what you said, them carrying what they started last season into this season. The chemistry is growing. Giddy, like you said, that Giddy could be a top player in the East. You think basketball IQ wise, he really can elevate his game, be most improved or whatever else, and just help this Bulls be the team that they are. And I think he's honestly shown that. Colin Sexton's playing well. I'm not. My God, why did I say Colin Sexton?
That's hilarious.
Kobe White has been playing great. You know,
Kobe White
modest.
hasn't played yet.
Ignore that, bro. Ignore that.
That's great.
That's crazy. Ignore that. Kobe White will come back and play great for them. You have Vucevic, who's obviously top center for them. So I like what the Bulls have done when I've seen them, but I just agree behind the leadership of Giddy going forward and then pairing up with White when he gets back. He hasn't played. My bad. Yeah, I think they'll continue to be good. So I'm not mad at this take.
And another thing that's been pretty standout for them too is their bench. Herder and Patrick Williams have actually contributed this year. Like they both were kind of duds last season, so that's been a plus too. So I just think this is a deep team, a fun team, chemistry, and the East is more in shambles than we thought. So I think they're real.
You think they finish like this? Yeah, so I guess you think they're real. You think they finish like top 6, or you think they finish just like uh
They're
8
dip,
to
they're
play?
definitely in play. They gonna make the playoffs. There's no more playing. They're making the playoffs, but they're definitely in play for 6. You know what I'm saying? They're in play. Now I can just honestly say they're in play.
You think they're taking like the Pistons leap?
Not necessarily because they don't have a Cade Cunningham. It's just gonna be like you remember the Atlanta Hawks when they just had like like just had good players. It's kind of gonna be something like that because like on any given night, Midas Brazilic could go out. Josh Giddey could go out. Vucevic is playing like 21 and 11. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. So I mean, they got players, but they don't have that guy like to make that Pistons leap. But they gonna be right there. Like I can see. I honestly think they gonna be 7 or 8, but I wouldn't be surprised if they 6. I'll say that. Like I still think they play in Destin, but home court play in. But yeah,
Okay. Yeah. You say the same. You know how you saying the like Hawks had a collection of good players. Do you not feel like that about the Raptors? They have a collection of good players. They just can't get over the hump, or
the Raptors, they don't have. I got Trey Young is in a tier above Brandon Ingram. Like if I would say Trey Young is what a A tier player, then I'll be like Brandon Ingram is like a B plus or a B minus.
see, this is the
I,
thing. Though. Brandon Ingram is not supposed to be their best player. It's supposed to be Scotty Barnes.
I mean, he's the reason why they probably are not fully at their ceiling because I think he's possibly just plateaued. Possibly.
Okay, my bad. My bad at throwing the derailing this. I just had that.
He good.
I thought about the Raptors. Like in my opinion, they have a collection of good talent or whatever, but why aren't they
The
taking?
guy, the Brandon Ingram is still their best player, and it's like maybe if Scotty would have been able to take that second team All NBA level leap, something like that, if he was a leap in there, because Brandon Ingram's who he is, RJ who he is,
Mm,
so it was on Scotty to elevate that. But since he kind of hasn't, he kind of a middle of the pack team.
mm. Okay, and you think Bulls can continue to be ahead of them?
Yeah, it's like you said, it's like the momentum from last year, and the fact that they're carrying it into this year makes me think it's real. And Vucevic is a top player in his position, and then they just have a lot of really good players.
Yeah,
Okay, what's your last takeaway?
I have it written down here. I said it's early, but wake up, Orlando, Boston, and Atlanta. The East can still be yours.
I like it.
I mean, these are three teams that are supposed, like we did our rankings. These are three teams that are technically supposed to be in almost in A tier for sure.
Mhm.
Um, I think we have Boston in C tier. They should at least be in B tier. So it's like I understand you go through injuries. I understand you got to play who you got to play, but Orlando, I had them as a top three seed coming in. I think I went out bold prediction said they was gonna be like one or two. so,
Yes, I wasn't gonna let you get that. Keep going.
so it's disappointing me when they add Bane, who I thought was honestly probably one of their missing pieces, um, to this team. Like get another shooter, and then you can allow Jalen Suggs to not have to be Jalen Suggs can just be a 3 and D guy, and he can be Bane can run pick and rolls and do things like that. Um, I thought Orlando would be a lot better. I understand it's early, but wake up! It's time to wake up. Paolo, need you to be a little bit more efficient or decisive in what you're gonna do. I need them to figure out this thing and figure out quickly because I still think they can be a top three seed. That's the kind of team I think they should be. Atlanta, I understand they have injuries as well and things going on. But at the end of the day, you have Jalen Johnson. You got a lot of good guys over there, a collection of great talent. I expected. I never said this in any of the preseason stuff, but I really like Onyeka Okongwu, and I expect him to continue to take that exponential rise and growth with this team because I think he fits them so well, and he can also continue to be an anchor on the defense as well for them. So I think Atlanta, well, only having one win, it's a little disappointing to me. And of course, Boston, Jaylen Brown, you supposed to be. People were saying you're just as good as Tatum. People are saying you are better than Tatum. You have the Finals MVP. People are saying if you take Tatum off this team, they can still be a top team in the East because they don't necessarily need him. There's a lot of people that say that.
Can I interject with that? Just
Yeah,
in slight Jalen Brown defense. There's no Horford. There's no Drew.
yeah,
There's no Kristaps Porzingis. We were seeing that team with no Tatum to somewhere, but Cornette, not Cornette, but Garza, Cater might not make it. I'm sorry, but keep going. My bad.
no, actually, that's a really good interjection though. Like, it's not necessarily the same Boston team. And maybe they playing for the Devonta sweepstakes. Maybe they playing for the boozer. They trying to pull a Tim Duncan. Um, so, but I also think this is an opportunity for Jaylen Brown to really prove how good of a player that he is and how he can really elevate a team. So this is your chance. Wake up, Boston. Wake up, Jaylen Brown, and get them to where they can be.
I'm with you on Atlanta. I'm with you on Orlando because they both are relatively healthy. I'm not with you on Boston. Boston should not even had expectations this year. Team sucks. I think they should get flicks off national TV. I think they got like three national TV games coming up. They
Yeah.
might get blew out two of them. So, um, I don't feel like it's open for Boston. I think it's over with for Boston for this season. Orlando, I'm way more disappointed in Orlando than even the Hawks. Orlando has hit everybody. The Hawks, Ricochet had missed some time. Porzingis had missed some time. Um, and they still beat them. They beat Orlando without Ricochet, without Porzingis.
Yeah.
Um, They lost. It's just it's just crazy. I just think Orlando they even haven't even been playing defense. 30 to fucking the Heat. So I mean, they're allowing people to score too much. They still can't score. Paolo has kind of fell off. He don't look as good as I think he should. You
Man,
seen that clip I sent you with Kurt Goldsberry? He's talking crazy, but it's kind of
he's
like,
crazy. I ain't finna do that to Paolo just because of 4 games.
but at the same time, last year, what we seen from Paolo, the fact that you're not doing that same thing with a better team, it's alarming, bro. You are taking too many deep. I was thinking that in my head. I'm like, bro, he's taking a lot of deep middies, early shot clock middies, and you're not making them. It just you have to win some of these games. You have to win most of these games.
Yeah,
So and it's just like y'all are healthy, and y'all losing to some of these teams that aren't healthy. Like you losing to a Miami Heat team that don't have Tyler Hero. You losing to a Chicago Bulls team, no Kobe White. You
yeah.
lost to a Hawks team, no Porzingis, no Riche. Like there's no excuses. Maybe Mosley's lost the locker room. I don't know what is going on. I told you I'm not a Mosley fan anyway.
I was gonna say you call for this man's job anytime you can.
I don't know. Like out of this take, I'm way more disappointed in the Magic than the Hawks and the Celtics. That's just me.
Okay, those are my disappointing teams out the East. So hopefully they can figure it out a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, my takeaway was the Magic too, so I'll rant a little bit more about it.
Okay,
I
go
think
ahead. Yeah.
they've been missing too many free throws. It's just been sloppy basketball. I think that's the most alarming part. The basketball has been sloppy. You're missing free throws, turning the ball over, and you're not playing defense as well. So, this is with Anthony Black. He looks better. Desmond Bain has been pretty good. Franz Wagner can shoot again. Jalen Suggs is hitting threes and guarding up. So I'm looking at Paolo. I'm looking at Jamal Mosley. The sloppiness and y'all got expectations now, and
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I
it's
even
just you
yeah.
got
I
to
even
beat the
think
teams you're supposed to beat.
yeah. I even think Wendell Carter has been playing decent for them. He can give me something.
Yeah,
So like,
been pretty good.
it's like when you have. I mean, y'all missing Cole Anthony that much? Is that what it is? Like, I don't know. I can't. You know, in my opinion, there's no way this team shouldn't be where they're at. So, yeah, they should be a lot better. And if I'm divvying up blame, you got to start at the top. You got to start at Mosley. He's the coach. You had all offseason to figure this out and get and develop a strong game plan going into the season to build upon what y'all should have been doing last year. He's had a great start last year. When you get off to a great start like they did last year, you should you add Desmond Bain, I would think they'd get off to an even better start. I would think they'd be doing what the Spurs are doing, going off 5 wins or whatever, 4 wins, and the Thunder, all that. Like I would think that's what the Magic would have came out to do, and the fact that they haven't and they've been dropping these games has kind of been disappointing. So
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. According to the standings, they're a bottom 10 team, bro. So I mean, I just don't know what to say. Like they've been stinking it up, bro. They've been
yeah,
stinking it up. So I mean, they're right there. The only teams worse than them has been Boston, Phoenix, Washington, Sacramento, Dallas, Indiana, Brooklyn, and New Orleans. So
that's tough company to be with. And let me just say one more thing. You had previously had Paolo over Wemby.
it's over with. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, yeah, like Wemby has taken that next step, and Paolo, he's consistently taken steps, and he's been consistent winner throughout his career, but he hasn't taken at least shown the step that he's about to take for this year yet. Maybe he will, but at least for this first week, Wemby has said, "I'm taking that step."
Yeah, this year, this first stretch of games for Paolo has been kind of alarming. Like I'm not out on them yet, but now like me to even try to put you above Wemby shows how I felt about you, and it's clearly just kind of like we need more dog. Like is you plateauing as a third team All NBA level player? You plateauing because we thought you could potentially be a top 10, but maybe is it really 15 to 20?
which is cool. I just had to do a lot better than that.
It ain't cool if you're trying to win a championship. We like the Carmelo was like, it gonna have you in a lot of games, but don't hold your breath when it comes to hoisting that Larry O'Brien. Is it the Larry O'Brien?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you got a good point there. And so,
Real quick, Mavericks. Um, Cooper Flag, Derek Lively, Max Christie, PJ Washington. Are you in for a youth movement? Because right now the Mavericks are like a bottom five, bottom 10 team. Is it worth it to still try to run it back with AD and Kyrie, or should you go after Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer, or AJ DeVance?
hey, let me tell you my thought process when you build a team. When you build a team, you either commit one way or the other. You go all in on winning a championship, or you go all in on rebuilding your team. You don't get stuck in that middle of nowhere's land. You done traded away Luca. That means you're either trying to win a championship or you have to start your rebuild. That's there's no in between, in my opinion. And the more time you try to evaluate, oh, are we? The whole point of the Luca trade was to be a championship ready team already. So if you're evaluating if you're a championship ready team, then the Luca trade has failed, and you need to capitalize on the rebuild. You lucked your way into Cooper Flag. You lucked your way into Cooper Flag, so you better luck your way into some Devanza, some Peterson, some Boozer, some Min, somebody.
No, I'm not with the Mint. Maybe Yesufu. I'd rather Yesufu over Mint.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, that's true. My bad. I forgot my boy from Baylor. Yeah,
A Mint, I'm not with the Mint stuff.
man, whatever, man. I mean, he's still good. We're a great prospect, man. What you talking
Man,
about?
did somebody just put 20 and 20 on him? Cam Boozer, yeah, oh okay. I'm just saying.
Yes, that just happened, but still, I ain't writing my boy off yet.
Yeah, we need them 12 points on.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, you go get you one of them guys. That's how I feel about it. So if we have this team where it's at right now, it can be fully healthy. It can kind of compete because we think about it like this. Nico Harrison thought this team without Cooper Flag was good enough to compete for a championship. I don't believe that would be the case. He lucked his way into Cooper Flag. And so now you have Cooper Flag and what was a previous NBA Finals team. So, in theory, yes, that should be good enough to win a championship. Unfortunately, the two best players are old and injury prone. Anthony Davis has been looking solid so far, but who knows how long that'll last. Derek
I
Lively himself is even kind of injury prone, if we're being honest. I don't like saying it, but even Derek Lively doesn't play all the time. And then Kyrie, who knows how he'll come back and when he'll come back.
I think look people saying that we looked into Cooper Flag. I think it's kind of disingenuous. We colluded into Cooper Flag. It was clear collusion, bro. Like now that we like, come on, bro. Like this
Bro.
stuff is not on the up and up, man. They was like, hey, you give the Lakers Luka, we'll throw you cool. Like I clearly think that's what happened. I'm sorry, but I'm with you on that. So I just think, like you say, commit one way or other. I'm committing towards the youth movement because you do have your role players in place. If you can get a top three pick and land any of those guys, Peterson, AJ, or Boozer, to go with Cooper Flag and the other young talent you have, I think that will be a W. Even if you don't get off um, Anthony Davis and Kyrie, if you just get off one, like, say, bro, this ain't gonna cut it because we can't score. We struggle to crack a 90. We hardly don't crack a 90 until like 8 minutes to go in the fourth. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
kid Kid has came out and said multiple times that the offense and the playmaking has been lacking. And D'Lo is supposed to be helping with that, and he's played good in a few games. In the other games, he's not. And we
I told
know
you
why
and Chris about the trying to lean on D'Lo and Clay. I told y'all. I told y'all. We not been a skull like that. I told y'all. But my bad. Keep going.
you did say you said a little something about that, but I'm gonna still be optimistic about Megan. I ain't gonna bring in Megan. She don't deserve that. Clay Thompson just ain't it. I'm sorry. He just need to go ahead and
It's over.
he just it's Clay is good in my book. He gone. He need to go ahead and just end it.
The Clays and the KCPs are the in theories. All these guys are good in theory, man. Not when you actually watch the games.
When
It's over.
when you don't have a playmaker for a consistent playmaker for Clay, then he turns into a terrible shot chucking guy. Yeah. So
And another worry I have for the Mavericks is by the time Kyrie gets back, it's not even gonna be worth it. Gonna be too sorry. Gonna be too far down in the standings. This team can't score. This team can't hardly get the ball to court if somebody really wants to pressure us full court. Jaden Hardy is getting to the point where he gonna get cut. You supposed to be a spark off the bench, and it's like you don't ever hit the shots you take consistently. So
man, he played good this last game.
he played all right.
He played all right. It's just like that's my problem with the Mavericks. Like it pains me because I see Luca dribbling around and frolicking and dancing around the 40 points so easily, like it's clockwork and in La La Land for the Lakers, bruh. Anthony Davis is not elevating, and unfortunately, his defense and his 25, 22, 3, 4 points a game is not elevating this team anywhere, unfortunately.
Oh, when I said Kyrie was more important than Anthony Davis, it was better. Oh, maybe now you see Anthony Davis ain't never led no goddamn good team in scoring. Not no good team. He done led some all right team, but Anthony Davis is not a true number one scoring wise.
Man, I said that too, but then I got reminded he got him a national championship with Kentucky.
Oh, college. Zach Edey, damn
Yo, don't say Zach Edey like
like Donovan Clingan. Like, what are we doing here, dude? Like that don't bring up college.
that.
College?
All right,
What are we doing?
I mean,
What?
he did it. That's
In
all.
the NBA, Anthony Davis has been the best player on borderline playoff teams.
That's what it looks like the Mavericks be this year. And you can blame it on Kyrie being out, but at the end of the day, that means Kyrie is, like you said, a more important and a better player.
If this team like I said, this team is better suited to survive without AD than Kyrie because Kyrie handles the ball, scores in crunch time, can get his own or create for others. Anthony Davis does none of that.
I
He's
mean,
a complimentary scorer.
Anthony Davis can do all those things. I just don't think he does it at.
What? He can do all what? He can handle the ball. He can get others involved.
Yes, he can
In
get other.
close games. Offensive. Stop
He
it.
can get
He
others
literally.
involved. He can get his own shot. He cannot. He just can't do it to the same level and an elite level like the other guys. That's all, in my opinion.
He got the Mavericks a bottom five team right now. He got absolutely embarrassed on national TV in the very first opening game at home. Anthony
Yeah.
Davis is not it as the number one scorer.
Like think about this. Luca and the teammates around him, right? They're collectively worse than what the Mavericks have around Anthony Davis. Would you say that's fair?
Yes.
Luca has won more games.
Yes.
That maybe no, technically not. They've won the same amount of games because he missed them. But I would feel confident saying that Luca would win more games with the current Mavericks team than Anthony Davis would. Even Kyrie, like you said. So
Okay.
yeah,
But
it's bad.
yeah.
It's bad. So I hope maybe yeah, like you said, the Mavericks should commit to the draft, but it just feels like that sucks to do after coming off of a finals.
Well, a lot of things suck. Get it over with. You got to rip the band-aid off. That's one of my biggest problems with these front offices. You see stuff going a certain way and you do nothing about it. Like, it's like, okay, if you, like we said with the 76ers, Maxi's here. Edgecombe is here. We got McCain finna come back. We have Quentin Grimes. Let's build around that. I get it. Paul George has been around. Embiid has been around. They've been great players. It's over. Anthony Davis has been a great player. Kyrie's has been a great player. It might be fucking over. We have Cooper Flag. We got Derek Lively. We got PJ. PJ has took a step up. Like, yeah, it is what it is.
Wait, what did you just say?
Yes, PJ has elevated. He's the only one outside. He's the only one legit scoring efficiently. So I mean, it's time to just kind of pull the cord on trying to make guys who we know who they are something other than what they are. Like it's over with the Kyrie AD shit. But like, let's just build for the future. And if you got a chance to get these top three guys in this type of draft class, because the next few draft classes after this, they ain't not gonna be this. So
okay. This next draft class, my goodness, you might want to start tanking.
And that's what I'm saying. And we're already at the bottom of the league. We got a head start. Might as well finish the job. You get Darren Peterson. If you pair Darren Peterson and Cooper Flag, this is a championship level team in like 4 or 5 years. And maybe that's worth it. Because Darren Peterson and Cooper Flag would be that would be the best young duo in the league.
Yeah, hard to argue with that.
But yeah,
I was gonna say, do you think if the Mavericks would have been better had the Mavericks got the second pick last year and got in Dylan Harper, would Dylan Harper have
no?
Like,
I'm not.
Dylan Harper being able to do everything and pairing him with AD, is that different than having Cooper Flag or whatever else? But nah, I'd rather have Cooper. That's just me.
I mean, in the short term, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, in the short term, I feel like, but long term and overall prospect wise, and then yeah, I think Cooper would have been.
The thing that makes Cooper Flag such a great player from now and in the future is he can play next to any and everybody. But the only thing is, Cooper Flag does need a guard that can kind of fucking dribble a ball and get other people involved. He's having to play point guard. That's not his game. And so the fact that he's already a guy that can be a Swiss Army knife, can do it all, fill in all the gaps, has to play the point guard position is kind of just unfortunate, really.
Do you think he's like a Scotty Barnes, or do you think he'd be better than that?
First, you said he's the youngest player in the NBA. He's better than all that. It's just he has nobody that can make the game easier for him. And when you a rookie coming into the NBA at the wing position with all the stuff, you've seen the plays he was making on defense against the Raptors. You've seen some of the stuff he was doing against the Wizards. Against the Wizards, he almost brought us back and won that game. It's just, man, he's gonna be growing pains, and this fucking guard suck. And his best player is a big.
Yeah.
He'd be all right.
Yeah. We'll see what this team looks like when Kyrie get back, but otherwise, it probably is time to start picking a direction.
Yeah. And I choose rebuild. Sorry. But this has been another episode of Sports Related Podcast. Yes, I'm D Noseball. That is Chris. And we are.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can look comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind. Need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line. Any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.